Hey guys, earlier today I uploaded a video on the San Joaquin News Network channel, and two of the comments that came through read, "Did anybody else see that ghost at the 740 mark? Reply if you think I'm tripping." And Michael Llewellyn comments, "No one else noticed that ghost at 740? What's weird is I didn't see this in the editing process, so when I went back to take a look at it, the hairs on my arms stood up. First of all, let me thank you guys for being here. Let's get right into this so I don't waste your time, because I know you want to see a ghost. Let's go ahead and watch that clip now in real time. First, let me say that this is not a ghost hunting channel. I focus solely on the preservation of the First Amendment of the Constitution, which was written to protect the human rights and limit the scope of authority that public officials have over the people. I do want to say that I believe in ghosts, or spirits for lack of a better term. I personally have seen some extraordinary and inexplicable things that only I could believe, because if I told you, I know you'd think I'm crazy. With that being said, I have said several times in my videos when I ramble on that I believe some miracles are not for millions of eyes to see, but sometimes for your eyes only. There are many channels on the internet that focus on paranormal activity and could probably break down this video 100 times better than I could. But from a believer of this type of phenomenon, stay with me while I break it down for you with my amateur opinions. You'll be delighted to know that I have experience in camera work and video editing. Certain things you gotta be aware of just come naturally. Lighting, quality, distance, time frames, shadows, positioning, frames per second, and more. Here's what I find interesting. The person seems to be a shadowy figure up until he or she passes the C train. When the figure is in front of the truck, you can see that the tire, rear light, and license plate are clearly covered as the figure passes. This time, not in a shadowy form. One thing that catches my eye is the movement from the shadowy form to its human form. The figure was clearly traveling in an angle and shifted outward when appearing human. This can be seen right above the timestamp in the video when it reads 22:08:09. When you watch the video in real time, you'll see that the figure is moving quickly. The figure does not appear to be walking. If I had to guess and throw away all doubt that it was paranormal activity, I'd have to say that it was a person traveling on a scooter. There is some clarity in the video when a car passes in the same direction shortly after the figure. You can see several lights on the reflection of the car, which means there is enough light in the area for the camera to focus on an object when it's in motion. If the figure was on a scooter, there was no reflection coming from it. There was no indication that there was actually a scooter in the video. Out into the darkness of the video, you can see that there are some visible Minecraft squares, which means the quality of the video is closer to 480p rather than 720p resolution. That being said, I still don't see how the figure could be that much out of focus. The speed that the traveler was going was not fast enough, in my opinion, to be so pixelated, nor fast enough to give the disappearing act that it did in front of the C train. Here's my final thought. I personally do believe we're seeing a moving spirit. I think the figure wanted us to see it. If I was writing a ghost story, I would put in the script that the officer had something to do with the disappearance of a teen on a scooter who wouldn't listen to his demands or respect his authority. Who knows what we'd find if a real investigation was done on this officer. I mean, he did end up getting fired, or actually allowed to resign after getting caught sending racist texts. Thank you all for tuning in. I don't think I'll be doing any more ghost stories anytime soon. I think I'd better stick to police accountability videos where everybody knows my name, like the Cheers sitcom. Have a fun night trying to get some sleep. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.